Hi guys, it's Mrs. Nash, and today we are going to be talking about how you multiply a two-digit number by a two-digit number using an area model. There are two sets of IXL skills that go along with the lesson for today. The first one is going to be multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers using area models. Number one, the shortcut that you're going to use to get to that skill is going to be ASC. And then for the second set of problems, you're going to use the shortcut 8K7. Okay. So before we begin, we're going to go through the steps that we would follow if we were going to use an area model. I'm first going to explain each of the steps or just outline the steps for you, and then I'm going to model doing a couple of problems for you. Okay. So step one when we use an area model is that we draw the square. Step number two is that we split the square into 4 boxes. Okay. Step number 3, we write each number along a side of the box in expanded form. Step number 4, then we're going to multiply the sides of each smaller box to find the area of each box. And then step 5 is we add the products of each box to find the total, okay? So I'm going to model for you a problem, okay? And the problem I'm going to start out with is 48 times 48. Okay, so step 1 is that we're going to draw a square, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw my square, just like this. Okay. And then step 2, we're going to split the square into 4 smaller boxes. I'm going to draw my boxes so they look kind of like this. So if you notice, I have a larger square here, larger for my 10s, smaller for my 1s. Then step number 3, we're going to write each factor in expanded form along a side of the box. Now, if you remember to expanded form, when we use expanded form, that's where I write the value of each digit. So 48, the number 48, I would write that as 40 plus 8, okay? And I'm going to write that along the top just like this. And I'm going to do 40 plus 8 and 40 plus 8. I put the plus there to remind me that I've written the number 48 in expanded form. All right, step 4, we're going to actually multiply the sides of each box to find the area for each box, okay? So I'm going to start over here with this largest box, and I have 40 on one side and 40 on the other side. Now, if I multiply 40 times 40, I'm actually going to get 1,600 as an answer, okay? Now I'm going to move over to this box. I have 8 here on this length of a side, and 40 along here. So I'm going to do 40 times 8. 40 times 8 is going to equal 320. Down here, I'm going to multiply 40 along this side times 8, which is going to give me 320. And then I'm going to multiply 8 is the length here, and 8 is the length here. And 8 times 8 is 64. All right, so step 5, once I have found the partial products of each individual box in the area model, then I need to add all 4 of those products together, okay? So I'm going to add 1,600 plus 320 plus 320 plus 64. Over here in my ones column, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is going to equal 4. Over here in my tens column, I have 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 6 is 10. I'm going to write a 0 here. I'm going to carry my 1 or regroup my 1 over to the hundreds. Now I have 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 1 more is 13. I'm going to write the 3 here. Carry my 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer to 48 times 48 is going to equal 2,304. All right, let's try another one, okay? This time we're going to do 21 times 23, okay? Step 1, or our first step, is we're going to draw a box. I'm going to draw my box like this. All right, step 2, we want to split the box into 4 smaller boxes. If I split my box into 4 smaller boxes, it's going to look something like this. All right, step 3, we need to write each number along a side of the box in expanded form. Okay, so if I look at the number 21, 21 in expanded form is 20 plus 1, and 23 in expanded form is 20 plus 3. All right, step 4. I now need to multiply the sides of each smaller box to find the area of each box. Okay, I'm going to start here with this largest box, and I'm going to do 20 times 20. 20 times 20 is going to give me the number 400. 1, the length here is 1, and the length here is 20. 1 times 20 is 20. 20 times 3, because this length is 20, this length is 3, so 20 times 3 is going to equal 60. And then 1 times 3, I'm going to put in this box here, equals 3. All right, last step, I need to add the products of each box together to find the total, okay? 400 plus 20 plus 60 plus 3. I'm going to start over my ones column. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 is going to equal 3. I have 0 plus 2 is 2, plus 6 is 8. And then my 4 I can just bring down because I don't have anything else in the hundreds column. So my answer to 21 times 23 is 483. All right, now you try. I want you to grab a sheet of paper, okay, and pause this video, and I'm going to give you a minute or two to go ahead and solve this problem on your own. All right, let's go ahead and see how you did, okay? Let's go through our steps. Step 1 is I'm going to draw a box first. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my square or my box. Step number 2 was that I need to split this box into 4 smaller boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. Step number 3, I need to write each of the numbers in expanded form across the box. 21 in expanded form is 20 plus 1. And then 17 in expanded form is 10 plus 7. Okay? Then I'm going to multiply to find each of the partial products. 20 times 10 is 200. 20 times 7 is 14. 1 times 10 is 10. And 1 times 7 is 7. Once I've multiplied and I found the partial product of each of my area models, here are my smaller area models, I'm going to add them together. 200 plus 10 plus 14 plus 7. 0 plus 0 plus 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7 is going to equal 11. And then I have 1 plus 1 plus 1, or I can just count 1, 2, 3. and then I'm just going to bring the 2 down. So 21 times 17 is actually going to equal 231. Let's go ahead and try another one. 56 times 13. Go ahead and grab a sheet of paper, and I'll give you about a minute and a half here to solve that problem. All right, let's go ahead and see how you did, okay? Step number 1 is I'm going to draw my box. So I'm going to take care of that first. Step number 2 was I need to split this box or the square into 4 smaller squares. So I'm going to take care of that. Now step number 3 was I need to write each number across one side in expanded form. I'm going to start with the number 56 here. 56 in expanded form is 50 plus 6. And then 13 in expanded form is 10 plus 3. 50 times 10. Now I'm going to start multiplying. 50 times 10 is going to equal 500. 50 times 3 is going to equal 150. 6 times 10 is going to equal 60. And then 6 times 3 is going to equal 18. All right, my final step is that I need to add these 4 numbers together to find my total product. So I'm going to add 500 plus 150 plus 60 plus 18. Starting over here in my ones column, I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8, which is going to equal 8. Over here in my tens, I have 5 plus 6, which is 11, plus 1 more is 12. I'm going to carry over my 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So the answer to 56 times 13 is going to equal 728. All right, friends, now that you have finished watching this video, I want you to go to IXL, okay, and you're going to work on these 2 skills. You're going to multiply 2-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers using area models. The first set of problems, you're going to use the shortcut ASC to get there. And the second set of problems, you're going to use the shortcut 8K7 to get there.